Hi there, today I'm going to show you how to make my new weave. It's called the Snitch, another Harry Potter themed one, and it's good with either 2 or 3 colours. Here I've used 3. I've used a black, a grey and a white. You got a nice slithering white pattern down there, and then these kind of crosses a little bit like the flying snitch or a flower or whatever. Anyway, so this is the snitch. This one's one I almost finished earlier. I haven't decided what I'm doing with that yet. I'm going to show you how to make one with 3 different colours. So we're going to start off as per normal with a standard cow's hitch on a buckle. I've used a 3/8 buckle. You can use a shackle or even a drawstring, and I've fused the blue and the black along here, and then we're just going to do another standard Solomon stitch to start us off. And there we go. Now before we tighten this one, we're going to introduce the 3rd colour, which I've chosen white just for contrast. I'll put that through here, and we're going to pull it through to about the halfway stage. Okay, and then we're going to tighten that one up like so. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with the diagonally, which is a good weave for 4 colours. We start off in much the same way, where you have 2 cords touching each other and 2 cords with another cord between, so there's a gap. So we're going to start with this side. Now the first one's quite important, because I'm just using 3 colours here. I want to twist these 2 around, so I want the black to come into play, so this needs to be towards the top, and then here we've got the white on top and the blue underneath. Okay, so once that's nice and tight, I'm going to start by bringing these 2 around each side of the core. So I've got the black on top and the white underneath, and a loop on this side. Then we're going to bring this blue up from underneath, over the top of these white and black, around underneath and up through that loop. So you have this. Now this white one, we're going to drop round the back, underneath these ones, over the top of the core, and then down through that hole where the blue came up. That's your first stitch. Now to tighten this up. Now it's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit trickier than the diagonally, but it's quite a nice one once it gets going. So as always, as usual, the first one's always the trickiest, but once we're there, we're good to go. So we've got the gap on this side now and touching cords on this side, so it's from here we're going to bring the black across the front, the white across the back to form this loop, and then we're going to bring the white one up this time, over the top, underneath the core, and then through that loop, and then the blue down underneath, over the top, and then down through that loop. And tighten it up nice and evenly. There we go. You can push it quite tight. If you make it really tight, then it's not a very flexible band. It's quite thick, but it does look better. So on to our next stitch. Again, now we're back onto this side, touching. So we've got the white goes underneath, the black's going to go on top, forming this loop here. Then the blue from underneath up over those two, underneath the core, and up through this loop. And then this white down behind everything, up underneath, over the top, and then down through that same loop that the blue came up. Okay, I'm going to pull that nice and tight. Okay, starting to take shape. Again, back onto this side now. Black over the top, white underneath, and then bringing up this white from the bottom. Keep that loop there. Bring the white up from the bottom, over the top, underneath, and up through that loop. And the blue underneath, over the top, and down through that loop. And again, tighten up everything. If you take your time, you can really make sure that this is nice and even down the sides. You get these two chords straight and then across, 2 chords straight, and the next one will be across. So here we go. Starting on the left side now, black over the top, white underneath, then the lower chord, the blue, over the top, underneath, and up through that loop. And the white one round and underneath, and down through that loop. Okay, and you just continue right to the bottom, and you finish off in the normal way. So I'm just going to pause the video now, do a few more stitches, and hopefully that is clear enough. Any questions, just ask me on the video, and good luck with the snitch. Okay, so we've done a little bit more now, starting to take shape. I haven't made this long enough to be a full bracelet. It was just for demonstration purposes. I would say for an 8-inch bracelet, you're probably going to need in excess of 6 feet of the colours you fuse together. So 6 foot of black and 6 foot of blue here, and then about 8 feet of the white to give yourself about an 8-inch bracelet, and that should be enough. Apologies, I'm not very good at measuring. It's a lot easier with a jig, and because it's not a very thick bracelet, depending on how tight you pull it, it's not as difficult to judge once you've done a few. But because there's quite a lot of crossing over, it does use quite a lot of cord. It's a bit wider than the diagonally. Same sort of design, rather than diagonals down the middle, you've got crosses. But it's the same sort of technique involved in making it. Thanks for watching, and enjoy making the snitch. Thank you very much. Goodbye.